Last Saturday, students performed on Abbot Cabaret, a student-run show organized by students, spanning 2 hours. Organized by the Abbot Cluster Council, the performances took place in Kemper Auditorium. Audiences enjoyed listening to original songs, watching magic tricks, dancing to lively bands, and more. Here's live reporter Nina Choophungart with the story.
Thank you. Held annually in the middle of winter term, Abbot Cabaret is an opportunity for individuals and musical groups to showcase their talents for the campus community. Performers were selected through an audition process.
We also, when we were watching auditions, wanted to consider the variety of acts that were presented to us / that we've had in the past, just to make sure, we didn't always have the same people performing, and that we also encouraged more people to present their talents, because there are a lot of people that are super talented that we don't really necessarily hear about, that don't necessarily get the chance to perform in Grasshopper or other shows and whatnot. So it was really nice to specifically a shout out to all of the bands that performed tonight. When they all auditioned, they each brought something super unique to the table.
So, Phillipian, I saw the show Cabaret over break, and I really fell in love with the show, especially that song. And I thought it'd be perfect because it's Welcome to Cabaret. And then turnoffs, we had actually been talking about doing a larger ensemble piece for a long time, and Abbot Cab seemed like the perfect opportunity to, the perfect excuse really, to get together a bigger ensemble to put on a show. And I was talking with our pianist Mary. We both love the band Arcade Fire, and Suburbs seemed like a perfect choice.
I think our performance was unique because we did kind of like a jazzy instrumental rendition of Softly Spoken. So my friends and I are really into Phillipian period, and it's pretty cool because he's a Thai artist and my friends are obviously American. So it's cool to play a song from a person who's from the same country as I am. We got a couple of friends from the school jazz band, and we formed a band and then started practicing.
With keynotes, we rehearsed a couple times. We went over the arrangement, made sure everyone had it memorized. Then we worked on blend, kind of fine-tuning everything, making sure that sounded perfect before we performed. And on my own, I practiced with Raimi. She learned her part of the piano, and I worked on my vocal part. And then we practiced together and performed.
Although there were a few returning performers like Garcia, some students like Douglas Yang, class of 20, performed in Abbot Cabaret for the first time this year.
So I've always kept my magic to myself or my my close friends. So you would ask my close friends and they would be sick of all my magic because I show them so much. But and mostly my work in magic has been confined to myself. I invent my own tricks, but I keep it to myself. So I think since it's my last year here, I think it would be a great opportunity to bring sort of my work in magic to the community. And I think ABCAP is one of the best ways to do that. So that's why I decided to try out for ABCAP this year, and I'm glad I made the show.
What were the highlights? Okay, Doug Yang, first of all, just end of sentence. He did a close-up act during his audition, and there were 6 of us that were in there.
We were mind blown.
Oh my God! I'm still so shocked. And to see him whip out a grand act for a larger stage was awesome. I watched it twice because I watched both shows, and I was still shocked the second time. My mind is blown.
Similar to Yang, host Amelia Mayer, class of 21, was pleased with the audience reception she received. She admits that parts of her role were improvised on the spot, but believes that her role helped increase audience engagement.
It was really fun. Every time I'm on the stage, I just smile, and it's a good time. Everybody was singing along to the songs that I played.
For Phillipian, we're definitely trying to make them laugh, open up the show with kind of a lighthearted tone. Hope it went that well.
I feel like with Azure, it was more just to get people excited and in a good mood and less to send a message. Although I think that part of it is talking about, where is the love and in this day and age, how to spread positivity and everything like that instead of focusing on the material.
Before I went on stage, I got to kind of get hyped up with my a cappella group, and they were amazing and super supportive. So that aspect of the performance went really well. And then when I went to sing my own song, I felt really confident, and it was a lot of fun. I loved performing.
Dakota Chang, class of 23, an audience member, came to the show because some of her friends were in the show and she believed it would be an enjoyable experience.
So I was like, it's definitely gonna be like Grasshopper, which I really enjoyed. So I decided to buy tickets to come. And even though tickets, like, it cost money, I felt like it was for like a good cause. So yeah, I forgot the name, but the last band was really good because it's just awesome, even though it was like really loud, but everyone was like, I mean, at least like people who were surrounding me, like my friends, we were very engaged in the show.
I went to Abbot Cab because I had a lot of friends performing and I was really excited to see all of the talent we have at school. I thought the a cappella groups were like really cool and I really enjoy listening to that type of music, and then I also thought all of the bands that played at the end were really talented and I was really impressed by that.
And in our 4 years here, I think this is kind of my favorite Abbot Cabaret, and not because we planned it, but yeah, no, it's just really nice to see such diversity in acts. And granted, we also kind of cheated by letting in like way more acts than we have in the past, but you know, I think like the turnout was great.
Nina Choophungart reporting.